forward to 10,000 crores kind of a number by next financial year. Right? So this is the number we are talking about, and the product that I'm talking about is home loans, mortgage loans, your business loans, and your personal loans. So 2,200 crores plus is a pretty big number for any startup to move forward. So today, most of the financial institutions are not doing these kind of numbers. But we are very, very confident that we'll hit 10,000 crores very soon. And I'm talking about per month. Right? And this is a distribution loan disbursement numbers, is what I'm talking about. Right. Yes.
Great. I thought we'd just take a look at the human side of mymoneykarma before we get into the technology, because these are the people who make us who we are.
Opportunity and privilege to meet people from all walks of life, from all communities, and from all technical backgrounds, from finance, from technology, from sales, and this is a great place to work. And we have fun hiring and recruiting people from across India to some of the best universities, companies, and colleges.
I think one of the very important principles here, which I would like to highlight, is management clarity. Every month, our CEO makes sure that he does the town hall, and in that town hall, it's not only the general discussion which happens, but there is a roadmap which has been clearly laid out.
Working with MMK, I have a wonderful team, and the management is also very nice. It's a very friendly environment, and it's fun working here. So we work and we have fun, so it's a good balance. Different work cultures, people from different part of society, different regions of India, they all are working here, and we all work here in synchrony and harmony.
You can approach anybody and everybody in the organization, and you can talk about your thoughts, and practically there is no hierarchy. It's so employee-centric that everything that you say, and you have a thought and you have a hypothesis to test, it's openly welcomed by the management.
One thing which defines and sets mymoneykarma apart is the spirit of being an entrepreneur or entrepreneurship. We are a company of owners and not employees. That's where the whole difference begins. That's where we are able to deliver the kind of growth that we are delivering, and we'll continue to deliver.
Every day new challenges, new things I'm getting. So I'm very much excited to do so many things in future also. Here, everyone, like my colleagues, my senior management, are very supportive. There for any time, any point of help I need. It's been so great. I have collaborated and worked with different teams, and you see a lot of freedom of thoughts. Like you see them implementing, you get new ideas. You have always that space to put on your thoughts, and I think this is one of the best quality and best space I could get it here. I really love to work with My Money Karma because the company is really very good with all people and all the employees, and my colleagues are very good. It feels like a home.
Extension to this video, this will be a lot of interest to you. So we started through T-Hub in Hyderabad, and just want to tell you that we are one of the very few. I myself don't remember which are the other successful companies that have come out of T-Hub because I'm not in touch with them. But then we are maybe those 2-3 companies which are like very successful through T-Hubs, we are one of them, right? Today we have 500 employees which are indirectly working with My Money Karma, and the offices that you are seeing, we are in 36 locations, which Narsi will let you know as to what are those locations. These are physical locations where we have offices, and My Money Karma is known for their top-class real estate, facilities that we have for our offices, right? So few of the places we have built offices from scratch. For example, in Hyderabad, both the offices we have built ourselves. If you go and see the interiors and then understand the offices, you will find a complete reflection of the culture that we deliver, right? So the culture that we follow as an organization, right? So
thank you. So recently, last year, we became India's fastest growing network of finance professionals. So this is our network of financial partners, and this part of the presentation will just quickly take you through what is the partner network program and why is the launch of Karma Pro such a big deal for us. So as you can see, last year we grew 748%. Just in the first 5 months of this year, we have doubled the size of the network already, and we expect to be doubling repeatedly over the next 4 time periods. So to reach around 15x in the next year or so. The other thing to notice here is, like, in the beginning we were pretty conservative about how we were scaling up. Many businesses, they make a mistake of expanding too quickly, but what we have done is we've made sure that we are winning with consumers, winning with banks, testing out the technology to see what are the different kinds of services that we can differentiate. The range of services that we have brought our technology to is huge. This kind of range you will not see in the market among other fintech players. So just to give you an example, down there when you see financial partners, with banks recently we've had an API integration with Kotak, which means that if anyone wants to log in a case with Kotak, they can do it directly on our platform. All the updates that they see on their cases will be visible to them. Any issues that come up, they can instantly get it resolved. So there are less than a dozen companies across India who have this kind of integration. So we've taken our time just to test, to build the credentials in the market. Like Varun said, we have a very thoughtful application to the kind of spaces that we get in the right places of the different cities that we want to expand to. And now we're in a really good place to take this expansion of our network to the next level, which is what we want to talk to you about. So how are we integrating all the services that we get to the partners to make sure that they are able to take their business to the next level? And this is the launch of Karma Pro, which is India's first fully integrated tech platform for financial partners. So this has been done with a lot of work. So like I said, we not only do we have the expertise in terms of getting the technology right, how to apply it to make people's lives better, and also the industry experts, but we've spent a lot of time talking to our financial partners. So one thing that differentiates us in the market is that you'll hear all our partners say that they have a one-to-one relationship with us. Anytime they want, they can talk to us about any issues that we have. So we've been talking to them over the past 2 years, collecting the various issues that they've had, and we've selected 3 of the big things that we know that we can deliver a lot of value. So the first thing you see here is to streamline operations. There was a recent report that said that 83% of the time that a financial professional does is non-value added time. So they're wasting a lot of time in back and forth, calling different people, trying to get information. And Karma Pro as a platform gets all of that in a single place. So it gives them a lot of transparency and a lot of control over their work. So a lot of time, wasted time gets saved here. So for example, there is an e-sign where you can just get your documents signed quickly, digitally. You don't have to go back and forth printing, scanning, signing, sending, etc. So a lot of man days get saved. For instance, people can get onboarded very quickly onto our platform. There's eKYC, which is currently at the cutting edge of financial services. So a range of these services is helping them streamline operations. And the reason we do this is we allow people to actually focus on delivering value to their customers. So a big problem that our financial partners talk about is how that for them, their customers are not general customers. They are clients that they have deep relationships with. Most of their business is based on referrals, repeat customers who have a good experience. So this is the kind of relationship that they want to build with their client base. And we want to make sure that we are empowering them to do that. So the way we do this is, like Varun said, we are able to get first time right. So our approval rates are the highest in the market. So we make sure that when a client comes to a financial partner, they are very confident about the level of service that they'll get and how we can execute that, the product that they need with the best possible way. And ultimately, like, where the rubber hits the road is, are we making our partners financially profitable? Are we growing their business? So this is the biggest result that we want to see in the market. So one of the things that the RBI governor mentioned in his inaugural speech is how India is a very complex market. Financially, it's very fragmented. There are tens and thousands of players. And the biggest opportunity that he sees for Indian finance in general is how to improve corporate governance, how to improve transparency and skills. And these are two things that we have in abundance. We've had the experience, we've developed the credentials to make sure that we have this expertise. And our aim and goal is to make sure that we empower all our financial partners to deliver the same kind of competence and governance that we see, that we have built over the last few years. Anything to add?
That's it. So, very simply put, that we are one big solution in India where a normal customer can just reach us through websites, telephone calls, or other mediums, and we make sure we'll take the rest of our customers' pay. Right? So we are India's. So down the line, after 2 years, we see ourselves like anybody who thinks about mymoneykarma should think about finance, right? And vice versa. So that's a very, very brief, we were told that, we need to be very, very crisp about it. We need to talk a lot of things about it. But we would love to take your questions. Maybe, we can cover your expected information through questions, right? So we can open this for questions. Kashif bhai? Yes.
Hi sir. Okay, you are not going to give directly any loans, right?
So we do not have a credit line. So we are a distributors of the banks, right?
Okay. You are helping customers while in taking loans.
We are a bridge. Yes, we are helping. Very simply put, we are helping.
I needed that.
Yes, sure.
How many banks do you have?
Currently, we are working with 72 banks, banks and financial institutions.
This is pan-India.
This is pan-India. Yes, of course, this is pan-India. So the range of our distribution is that we have distributed a small housing loan in Bhagalpur to a commercial property loan in Mumbai. So that is the range we are talking about. So we are covering every nook and corner of India. Like I said, Narsi in his slides told you. So today we have served 170 locations through our 36 physical locations. So which primarily means from Hyderabad we are serving Warangal, we are serving Adilabad, so that ways. So we have 36 physical locations, but through 36 locations we have served 170 locations in terms of distribution.
In Telangana, 36 is it?
Not in Telangana. So India we have 36 locations, offices in 36 locations, but we are completely serving Telangana. Every nook and corner of Telangana and Andhra we are serving.
So do you also help them with processing the loans?
Yes, of course. We do end-to-end service. So there are there are various permutations and combinations where customer engage us through their middlemen, who are in turn our partners, or they directly get in touch with us, right? So now it is up to the customer whether they want our engagement or help in a midway, or if it is end-to-end, yes, entire process.
Sir, what are the specialties in mymoneykarma compared to other banks which are well known by human beings?
Technology, yeah, it's a very good question. So it's technology, right? So we ease out the process. So today, you go to any financial institution, you don't get the status, you have to follow up, you have to physically go there, right? While net banking and all those things have facilitated a lot of things, but then even today, if you go and apply for a loan, it's a very tedious process. But in our case, we don't, if you have to go to a bank for anything, we fail there. Right?
Is it necessary to come to the bank, or we can
not required? So everything is digital, right? Everything is digital.
Within how many days we will get loans, sir?
It depends. So like I told you, it depends upon the profile. If your profile is clean, right? So there are no hiccups in your profile. We have disbursed home loans within 3 days, right? So that is our best TAT. 2 days, 3 days we have disbursed home loans.
How many public sector banks that you have tied up?
We are currently with 7 public sector banks, which includes SBI.
Can you name them?
So we are with SBI, Bank of Baroda, Union Bank, Punjab National Bank. So the Sachin, yes,
and
Karur Vaishya. So we can share the list with you.
What makes you to project 1500% growth by next year?
Technology again. So we onboard around 10,000 customers on our platform.